What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Tips here, and I'm back again with another reaction video. Yes, so before we go on to the video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification button to be notified whenever I post new videos. Also, why don't you go ahead and smash the like button. So today I will be reacting to 14 reasons the Philippines is different from the rest of the world. Okay, so if there's one thing about Filipinos, it's the fact that we are proud of our heritage. Example, there's a singer out there, or there's an actor out there somewhere in the world, and even if they have just probably 0.01% Filipino blood in them, Filipinos will automatically claim that person. Like, oh yeah, that actor has Filipino blood. Oh yeah, that singer has Filipino blood. That is, he or she is Filipino. I'm proud of my country, and I'm proud of my nationality. No matter where I go in the world, it's just, yeah. Anyhow, let's go ahead and start it with this video before I make a long ass intro again. And let's go.
What if I told you there is a country where over 175 languages are spoken, people text more than anywhere else in the world, and boxing fights directly influence crime rates?
That's so true.
It sounds pretty much unbelievable, but it's all true in the Philippines. 14. There are more than 175 spoken languages.
This is so true.
There are 2 official languages in the Philippines: Filipino, based on Tagalog, and English. Filipino is the most commonly spoken and pop culture language, and the government of the country uses English in their work. By the way, the Philippines are number 5 on the list of the world's top English-speaking populations after US, India.
Also about the fact that the Philippines have 2 national languages, which is Filipino or Tagalog, and English. English being true, a lot of our, even when you go to schools, a lot of our books are in English. Like our school books are in English. I guess the only school book I ever had that was in Tagalog or Filipino was my book that was for the Filipino subject.
But in fact, the diverse linguistic groups living in the country use over 175 languages for their internal communication. Since many of them exist only in spoken form, it's impossible to calculate the exact amount. 13. Their capital is the most densely populated city in the world. The nation's capital, Manila, and its 16 surrounding cities that make up the Metro Manila area have a population of 12.8 million people. During the daytime, this number gets way higher since many people come here to work.
Okay,
and
that
while
makes sense.
The number doesn't sound that crazy, take note that all these people live and work in an area of 16.56 square miles. This makes the population density equal to 111,002 people per square mile. And that's 5 times higher than in Mumbai or Paris, for example. 12. They have churches in shopping malls. Shopping malls aren't merely a place where you buy stuff for Filipinos. They are safe, air-conditioned community hubs with gyms, health clinics, concert halls, nightclubs, parks, and even churches inside. So it's no surprise that they are the favorite place to meet up with friends for so many locals. And 3 of the world's 10 largest shopping malls are located in the Philippines. They are Mega Fashion Mall of SM Mega Mall, SM City North EDSA, and SM Mall of Asia. Filipinos are the #1 texting nation in the world.
So true.
You already know Filipinos love meeting up with friends at shopping malls.
Okay, let me
when they can't see, they text. And when they do it, they rarely limit it to, "Hey, how are you?" In fact, they send about 400 million texts a day. And that's around 142 billion texts a year. It's more than the US and Europe put together.
Okay, now that's
Not exactly a little number for a country of 107 million people. 10. They have a unique form of transportation. If you visit Manila, you'll notice some interesting looking vehicles called jeepneys. They are converted US Army jeeps that stayed in the country after World War II. Filipinos adapted them to transport up to 18 passengers who jump on the jeepney going in their direction and ring the bell for it to stop.
16.
There are about 50,000 jeepneys in Manila, and they all look different. with basketball stars, cartoon characters, inspirational quotes, neon lights, and whatnot on them. There are two major problems with jeepneys: safety concerns and pollution. They produce huge amounts of black smoke. So hurry up if you want to ride before they get replaced with a rapid transit system. 9. One of the islands has more volcanoes than towns. The
I didn't
Philippines
know
are,
this.
without a doubt, a super scenic location.
If there's
Among all the
anything I
islands
want
that
to
are a
do
part of it,
in my
Camigan
country,
sure
it's
stands
to be a
out,
tourist
with
in
more
my
volcanoes
own
per
country.
square mile than any other island on the planet. The island is 14
That way I
miles
could
long
say,
and
yeah, I've
8.5
been to the
miles wide,
Philippines.
and has 7 volcanoes
I've
and
only
5
ever lived
towns.
here,
And
but
even
not
though
really,
earthquakes
you
and
know,
eruptions shaped
traveled
it,
around.
volcanoes have been deep asleep since the 50s, so thousands of tourists can safely visit the island these days.
I think I wouldn't
8.
want to go
Their
there.
national flag has a secret meaning. The national flag of the Philippines has 2 bands of blue and scarlet, and a white triangle at the hoist with a yellow sun and 8 rays, each of them standing for one province of the country. The yellow stars stand for the 3 largest island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. What makes the flag really unique is that it can be reversed to declare a state of war. This happened during the Filipino Revolutionary War of 1898 to 1901 and during World War II in 1941 to 1945. 7. Boxing directly affects crime rates
This
in
is
the country.
so true.
Filipinos
Oh my
love
gosh.
boxing and are crazy about their most famous boxer, Manny Pacquiao. Whenever he fights, the whole
It
country
also
is glued
affects
to its
traffic.
TV sets. And according
Like,
to the
there's
Philippine National
no
Police,
traffic on
PNP,
that day.
crime rates
Like,
in the country drop
seriously.
significantly when he's in the ring. During his 12-round fight against American boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. that went from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., not a single crime was committed in the whole Manila
Oh my gosh,
metropolitan
yes,
area.
I remember
It was
this.
basically the same during other major fights with the participation of the people's champ, Manny Pacquiao. 6. A lot of Filipinos work abroad. It might be
This
because
is
of their
true.
flexible and reliable character, or the fact that they speak great English as a second language. But more than 11 million Filipinos work abroad. It's around 11% of the population, and a quarter of all overseas nurses in the world come from the Philippines.
Working abroad
5.
has at least
Their rice
crossed
terraces
someone's
are the
mind
8th
at
wonder
least
of the
once or
world.
twice in their
Banana
life.
rice terraces are the
Ooh,
oldest in the
beautiful.
world, and were so smartly designed that they still bring a harvest of
My whole
rice and
family's
vegetables,
been there,
most of which
except
get
me.
exported. And it is
Sadly.
believed if all the terraces had been built end to end, they would stretch halfway around the world.
Oh.
Today, these places bring the country more money as a tourist
I really wanna
destination
go
than rice
there.
plantations, and thus they play an important
Man,
role for
but
the
I'm
economy of
broke.
the Philippines.
Someone sponsor
4.
me.
They
Just kidding.
produce a lot of coconuts. For years, the Philippines had been the #1 producer of coconuts in the world. And even
I
though the
love
leadership now
coconut
belongs to
juice.
Indonesia, 153,532,000 tons per year is still an impressive number, isn't it? These coconuts are used to make anything from clothing to beauty products. 3. The first European to visit the Philippines was Ferdinand Magellan. The legendary explorer made the first record of the archipelago among the Europeans in 1521. He founded the first
Archipelago?
settlement
I
in
thought it's
Cebu, and thus
archipelago.
most of the area became a Spanish colony. This explains the fact that around 90% of the population are Christian, unlike most of the country's neighbors.
That's
In
true.
1898, the Philippines went under U.S. rule, and later, in 1946, became an independent republic. 2. A Filipino made the first karaoke machine. If you love to sing along, you want to thank Filipinos for your favorite pastime. The first karaoke machine in the world was created in 1975 by Roberto Del Rosario. He patented as the sing-along system, and even though there were some attempts to claim his creation, he still remains the only patent holder for the karaoke system.
Wow, I didn't even know
1.
that.
The population is extremely good-looking. Along with their love for boxing, texting, and shopping, Filipinos are crazy about beauty pageants. It might be the years of American rule that gave them this love for competitive beauty, but the fact remains a fact. They have won in all major international pageants 15 times. There were 4 girls crowned Miss Universe, 1 Miss World, 6 title holders of Miss International, and 4 Miss Earth crowns.
Honestly,
The
I don't
first
think we
official
ever keep
pageant was
count.
held within the country in
So this shocked
1908,
me.
and since 2001, it's not just about beauty, but also for the promotion of environmental protection.
I was gonna say it's also about brains.
Would you like to visit the Philippines? Or
I live
maybe
here.
you've already been there. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it.
I live here, but actually I do want to, travel around the Philippines and get to know about my country. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A lot of eye-openers there. Honestly enjoyed this video. This actually kind of like, can educate other people about the Philippines. However, how I wish there would also be videos about, just talking about the Filipino culture itself. Yeah, anyhow, that would be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button to be notified, and like this video. Bye!